All right, the Homes of Enchantment Parade, Fall Parade of Homes, is happening this week, where you can see amazing builders work all over the Duke City. One of the best known builders in town joining us now to find out more about their business. Of course, the name Mike Sivage. Everyone knows Sivage Homes. He grew up here in New Mexico. It's kind of a name that's synonymous with Albuquerque, like Sandia. You know what I mean? I know the name very well. Mike, pleasure to meet you. So let's talk a little bit about this. Sivage Homes, you guys have been around for a long time and doing great work in the Duke City. What sets you apart from other builders?
Well, a few things. I mean, there's some really great builders in town. We're proud to be considered one of those. We've been doing this for almost 30 years now, so we've been doing it a while. In fact, I would say we're probably, if not the only, one of the few builders that actually was in the original Parade of Homes 20 some odd years ago.
Wow.
But what I think really separates us apart from many builders is that we don't just build homes and design homes, but we also typically develop our own land, which means that we're going to be looking at the land before we ever even design a house to sort of incorporate the topography, the setting, et cetera, of the land itself as we design the home. And so we're both a land developer and a home builder.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, and you know, it's funny because I think a lot of people wouldn't think about that. They just think of the land, well, okay, we got the land here, let's build the house. But I think incorporating that land around you to make it fit and complement the natural topography, I think is fantastic. So when you were out there looking, you're scouting locations, you're scouting places to build, new developments, what specifically are you looking for?
Well, the old real estate adage, location, location, location. I mean, that's first and foremost. So before we ever even begin, we really look at the location and then start thinking about who our target consumer would be in that given location.
Okay.
Once we've done that, then we sort of have a framework of the income, the family profile, if it's singles, if it's couples, married, empty nesters, et cetera, et cetera. And so that gives us an idea about the style of the house that we need to build, square footage, et cetera. And then we see if all of the metrics sort of align with one another, then that gives us an idea then, okay, how would we set these homes up? Is it going to be a higher density community? Is it going to be a lower density community? How important are views? You know, those kinds of things.
Wow, that is a lot going into making those decisions.
Yeah.
So Mike, if there was one thing that you say that Sivage has is in terms of a forte, something that you do really well, that excel in as maybe the signature of a Sivage home, what would it be?
Sure. I'd have to say design. We place a considerable emphasis on the design of the home and the product, and again, as I mentioned, with the community, et cetera. And we do that, again, we really start with the demographic of what we expect our buyer profile to be. And then we try to design the home around their lifestyle. And as you know, folks live differently. Mm-hmm. And so we try to think about what's going to be most important for this particular consumer. How are they going to live in that house? And let's make sure we design the home to be accommodating of their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. We're very conscientious about not wasting space because, you can have a big house, but is it necessary to have a big house, or can you do as much in a smaller footprint? And so design is what I'd say.
Yeah, well, you know what, I gotta agree. I think it's, I have first person perspective on this, because guys, when we come back, we're gonna show you one of these homes. We're gonna take you out to it. Mike, I really appreciate your time this morning. Pleasure to meet you.
Chad, thank you.
Absolutely. Again, for more information on Sivage Homes and their contribution to the Parade of Homes this weekend, head over to casa.com. But as I said, stay with us, guys. We're taking a look inside a stellar property. I was blown away by this. You're gonna see all those design implements on this beautiful home out at Mariposa.